Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Native Echo Podcast, where we make English simple and enjoyable. I'm Harper. Hello to all of our wonderful listeners, wherever you are in the world right now. So, it's just me today. Julian is not here. And honestly, I kind of like it this way sometimes. Just me, you, and a cup of coffee. That's it. No plan, no big topic, just a real conversation. Well, almost a conversation. You can't answer me right now, but I promise I'm imagining you there on the other side. How are you? No, really, how are you doing today? I ask this all the time, and people always say the same thing. Fine. I'm fine. Good, thanks. And then we move on. But I want to stop for a second and actually mean it. How are you? Because I think we forget to ask that question in a real way. We say it out of habit. It becomes just a sound, not a real question. I was thinking about this earlier today. I was making my coffee, standing in the kitchen, still half asleep, and someone messaged me, "Hey, how's it going?" And my thumb just automatically typed, "Good, you?" I didn't even think about it. It was automatic. And then I stopped and I thought, wait, is it good? How is it actually going? And I stood there for a moment, just holding my coffee, thinking about it. And you know what? It was going okay. Not amazing, not terrible, just okay. And I think okay is underrated. We always feel like we have to be doing great or we have to be struggling. But most of life is just okay, just normal, just a regular Tuesday where nothing special happens. And that is completely fine. By the way, underrated. That's a nice word. When something is underrated, it means people don't give it enough credit. They think it's less good than it really is. A quiet, okay day is underrated. Nobody posts about it, nobody celebrates it. But those normal days, they are actually the ones that fill up most of our lives. So let's talk about life today. Just life. The small things, the ordinary things, the way life just quietly goes on while we're busy thinking about other stuff. Here's something I've noticed lately. Life doesn't really announce itself. What I mean is, the big moments, we expect those. A birthday, a new job, a trip somewhere. We prepare for those. We circle them on the calendar. But the moments that actually stay with you, the ones you remember years later, they usually come without warning. They just happen. A random afternoon, a conversation with a stranger, a song that came on at the exact right time. I remember once, years ago, I was having a really ordinary day. Nothing special. And I was walking home and it started to rain a little. Not heavy rain, just light. And instead of rushing, I don't know why, I just slowed down and walked in it. And for some reason, that quiet, wet, gray little walk stayed in my memory. I can still picture it. And I have absolutely no memory of what I did the day before or the day after. Just that walk. Isn't that strange? Our memory is so selective. Selective means it chooses. It picks some things and ignores others. Your brain is very selective about what it keeps. It throws away 1,000 normal moments and then keeps one random walk in the rain forever. Nobody knows why. The brain just does what it wants. Have you ever had a moment like that? A small, ordinary moment that stayed with you for no clear reason? Think about it for a second. I'd love to know. Actually, tell me in the comments. Just one small memory that stayed with you, even though it wasn't a big deal. I read them, all of them, and these little stories are honestly my favorite part. Okay, so let me be honest with you about something. Lately, I've been trying to slow down, and it's hard. It is genuinely hard because my brain is always somewhere else. I'll be eating dinner and thinking about tomorrow. I'll be talking to someone, and part of me is already planning what I'll say next. I'm rarely just here, just present, just in the moment. Present. That's the word people use a lot now. Be present. Live in the moment. And honestly, when people first said that to me, I thought it sounded a little empty, a little like something on a poster. but now I think I understand it better. Being present just means your body and your mind are in the same place at the same time. That's it. It sounds simple, but it's surprisingly rare. Most of the time, my body is doing one thing and my mind is doing something completely different. I'm washing the dishes, but I'm mentally in a conversation I had 3 days ago. I'm lying in bed, but my brain is writing tomorrow's to do list. And I miss the actual moment I'm in because I'm always slightly somewhere else. So I started doing this small thing, and it's nothing dramatic. When I drink my coffee in the morning, I try to just drink my coffee. That's it. No phone, no scrolling, no planning, just the coffee, the warmth of the cup, the quiet. And I'll be honest, the first few times, it felt almost uncomfortable. My hand kept reaching for my phone automatically. I felt like I was wasting time, like I should be doing something. That's a strange feeling, isn't it? We feel guilty for just existing. We feel like every moment has to be productive. Productive means getting things done, being useful, achieving something. And somewhere along the way, we started believing that resting or just being is somehow lazy. But it's not. Doing nothing sometimes is not lazy, it's necessary. Your brain needs those empty spaces. Let me tell you what happens when I actually manage to slow down like this. The world gets a little bit bigger. I start noticing things. The way the light comes through the window in the morning, the sound of the street waking up, the taste of the coffee, which, by the way, I usually drink way too fast to even taste. And none of these things are exciting. None of them would make a good story. But together, they make up something. They make up a life. A quiet, ordinary, real life. And I think that's the thing I keep coming back to. We spend so much time waiting for life to start. When I finish this, when I get that, when things calm down, when I have more money, more time, more whatever. We're always waiting for the real version of our life to begin. But this is it. This right now. This ordinary Tuesday. This coffee. This is the life. There's no other one waiting behind a door somewhere. I don't say that in a sad way. I actually find it kind of freeing. Freeing means it gives you a sense of freedom, like a weight coming off your shoulders. Because if this ordinary moment is the life, then I don't have to wait anymore. I can just enjoy the coffee now. I can enjoy this conversation with you now, even though it's just my voice and your ears and a lot of distance between us. Can I tell you something a little personal? Sometimes I feel a bit behind. Like everyone else got a manual for how to do life and I somehow missed it. Everyone seems to know what they're doing. They have plans, goals, 5-year visions, and I'm over here still figuring out what I want for dinner. And for a long time, that made me anxious. I thought there was something wrong with me. But lately, I've been talking to more people. Real conversations. Honest ones. And you know what I found out? Almost nobody actually knows what they're doing. Everyone is improvising. Improvising means making it up as you go, without a plan. The confident people, the ones who look like they have it all together, most of them are improvising too. They're just better at looking calm while they do it. And that discovery was such a relief. Relief. That warm feeling when a worry finally lifts. It was such a relief to realize that being a little lost is completely normal. It's not a personal failure. It's just being a person. We're all just walking around, doing our best, hoping we're heading in a good direction. And that's okay. That's actually kind of beautiful when you think about it. We're all in the same boat, quietly figuring it out together. Have you ever felt that way? Like everyone else got the instructions and you didn't? I really want to know I'm not alone in this. Drop a comment and just say, "Me too," if you felt it. Sometimes just knowing other people feel the same thing makes the whole thing lighter. Okay, let me shift a little. I want to talk about the people in our lives. Because when I think about what actually makes a day good, it's almost never a thing. It's almost always a person, a short message from a friend, a phone call with someone I love, a stranger who smiled at me for no reason. These tiny human moments, they carry so much weight. And I've been thinking about how easy it is to let people drift. Drift means to slowly move away without meaning to, like a little boat with no one holding it, just floating further and further from the shore. That's how friendships fade sometimes. Not with a fight, not with a big dramatic ending, just slowly. A missed message here, let's catch up soon, that never happens. And then one day, you realize you haven't really talked in a year. I did that with a friend, someone I loved a lot. We didn't argue, we just got busy. Life happened, and we drifted. And a few weeks ago, I finally messaged them. I almost didn't. I felt awkward. I thought, what if it's weird now? What if too much time has passed? But I sent it anyway. Just a simple message. Hey, I was thinking about you. How are you really? And you know what? They replied within an hour. And it was like no time had passed at all. Within 5 minutes, we were laughing like we used to. And I sat there afterward thinking, why did I wait so long? All that distance, all those months, and it took one small message to close the gap. So if there's someone you've been drifting from, someone you keep meaning to message, maybe this is your little reminder. Send the message. It's usually so much easier than we imagine. The awkwardness we're scared of, it mostly lives in our head. All right, I feel like I've been talking for a while now. Just me and my coffee, which is now cold, by the way. Of course it is. I got so into talking that I forgot to drink it. That happens to me constantly. I make a warm drink, I get distracted, and then I find it an hour later completely cold. It's basically a tradition at this point. But I want to leave you with one small thought before we wrap up. Life is mostly made of ordinary moments. Not the highlights, not the big events, just the quiet in-between times. The coffee, the walk, the messages, the okay days. And I don't think the goal is to have a perfect life. I think the goal is to notice the life you already have, to be a little more present, to send the message, to slow down enough to taste the coffee while it's still warm. You don't have to change everything. You don't have to become a completely new person. Just notice a little more. That's all. Just one small moment today where you stop and think, oh, right, this is mice. This is my life, and it's happening right now. Before I go, let me leave you with a few words we used today. Nice and simple. Underrated. When something doesn't get enough credit. A quiet, okay day is underrated. Present. When your mind and body are in the same place at the same time. Try to be present with your coffee. Improvising. Making it up as you go with no plan. Most people are just improvising through life. Relief. That warm feeling when a worry finally lifts. It was such a relief to hear from an old friend. Drift. To slowly move away without meaning to. Don't let good friendships drift away. Use these this week if you can. They come up more often than you'd think. Thank you for spending this quiet little moment with me. No big lesson today, no dramatic story, just a real conversation between you and me. If it made you feel even a little calmer, then it did its job. If you enjoyed sitting with me like this, please subscribe to Native Echo Podcast and give this a like. It genuinely helps more than you know. And go message that person. You know the one. Take care of yourself. Drink your coffee while it's warm, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.